Welcome to the screener on Goodwins mode of analysis, and today I'll be talking about Professor Green's song Jungle and his music video on Jungle. So, Andrew Goodwin's 6 features of music videos often mean that he's talking about the music videos, how it demonstrates genre characteristics, often how there's a link between lyrics and visuals. Often it can mean the demand of the record label, and sometimes quite interestingly, the frequent notion of looking, e.g. if he's looking off screen, if he's looking at something on screen, so on and so forth. And a little bit more rare but intertextual references, e.g. a note or a head-on to something that previously exists. On to Professor Green's music video. Straight away, if you're talking about genre characteristics of rap, which this song is, and you're seeing young men in hoodies walking around late at night in an urban environment, presumably London or another large city, and that's typical of this genre. It's often a stereotype of what many people see in rappers and people who listen to rap, and so it's just reflecting on that stereotype and really enforcing it, I think. We see a guy in a coffin, which could represent that. Another stereotype is that all these gangs, this gang culture, and these young men are violent and it results in death. That's a genre characteristic of rap and rap music videos. Instantly after we see the man in the coffin, the lyric, "I see no point in living life," which obviously is a nod to the scene we've just seen 1 second ago with the man in the coffin. Notion of looking, there's a female dressed in scandalous clothing right near the start, about 25 to 30 seconds in, and then there's a link of notion of looking, often can relate to scandalous dressed women and the misrepresentation of women, and then who we presume this woman is a prostitute, and that's obviously another stereotype of this gang culture, this young life, particularly around men and young men in the urban environment. Obviously a link between music and the visuals. As soon as the main beat kicks in, as soon as the main lyrics start to kick in, obviously there's a cut straight away into the next shot, which is a clear link to music and visuals, because there's a cut into the main part of the music video, and we see Professor Green, which is the main artist, obviously. The lyrics, often the lyrics and the title, jungle, most likely refer to concrete jungle, which means city. And Professor Green raps about, you don't want to spend the night around here, and all you find is trouble around here. And as soon as he said that, it cuts to 2 guys having a scruff, which is obviously representation of struggle. Ain't nothing nice round here. Trouble's what you find round here. When you're out here in this jungle. Which is a link between the lyrics and the visuals, so it's easy stuff. As far as demands of the record label go, We've obviously got Maverick Sabre and Professor Green starring as prominent roles, not necessarily as characters, but getting a lot of screen time and potentially brand product placement. There's a lot of Audis and there's like Nike clothing and stuff like that. So potentially there's that link there. But yeah, as far as demands of the record label go, not a huge amount, but it's definitely there with the screen time of the main artists.
You keep asking for trouble. Your love when trouble comes your way, your way, your way. Welcome to Hackney, a place where I think somebody's been playing Jumanji.
You could count it as an intertextual reference, where the lyrics "Welcome to Hackney, a place where I think somebody's been playing Jumanji," and obviously we all know what Jumanji is, and you know, it's like Hackney and Jumanji, it's like chaos. What's like, you know, what exactly is going on? It's a place where he thinks, well, somebody's been playing Jumanji. All of this like carnage that's going on.
Welcome to Hackney, a place where I think somebody's been playing Jumanji.
Now, on another note, links between lyrics and visuals so far. Obviously, Professor Green's talking about a lot of violence and a lot of death and, you know, not so nice things. And that's what we're seeing in the visuals, you know, violence, death and not so nice things. So it doesn't have to say exactly, what's happening on the screen. It can be a lot more subtle, and I think that's what's happening here. The same with the music, you know, it's kind of a urban, grimy feel to the music, and that's what we're getting in the visuals as well. So yeah, it is matching the genre characteristics of grime so far. You know, you see, well, I say grime, rap, grime, you know, UK rap. You know, London, poorer, more deprived parts of London. Often trying to bring awareness to how deprived these people are and what's happening as a result. That often is a recurring theme in British rap music videos, and yeah, so it is matching the stereotypical genre characteristics of UK rap. As you would expect, there's no, you know, dancing, or there's no nothing like that. Yeah, as rightly so, as you would expect from a rap video. You know, it's representing, it takes a more realistic stance of what actually happens. So overall, there's a very illustrative outlook on the whole video. It matches the stereotypical genre characteristics. There's many links between music, the lyrics and visuals. As far as intertextual references go, very limited, but again, you can see that, and the same goes for demands of the record label. You know, as far as that goes, it's just a lot of screen time for the main two vocalists. Other than that, yeah, I think that's about it for this Professor Green, Maverick Sabre, Jungle, for this Goodwins analysis, and see you in the next one.